Good afternoon, my dear students. I hope you all are in good health and taking good care of yourself. With the May 2024 examinations just a step ahead, I'm quite sure that you all must have utilized your time very effectively and prepared well to give your best in the examinations. Exams, my dear students, exams are a litmus test of your abilities, your strength, and your self-management. You are therefore advised to overcome your fear and repose faith in yourself, your abilities, and channel with your strength, and you will come with flying colors. Your inner strength will help you to dispel your fear at the time of examination. As Chanakya said, as soon as the fear approaches near, attack and destroy it. Just be strong and study hard. Remember, there is no shortcut for success. I repeat, there is no shortcut for success. With this, on behalf of Board of Studies, I, Dr. Ruchi Agarwal, welcome you for the Success at CA exam session on paper 6 Strategic Management at Intermediate Level. N number of questions. Sudhanshu is asking for Zoom link. So my dear student, for that matter, you have to go on your mobile and there is a notification on it. You have to click over there and join. And if you are not able to find out that, so kindly write a code that is 8922963159. I repeat, Zoom link I am repeating 8922963159. Whosoever was not able to join, please join on the link 8922963159. Right? Sudhanshu, I suppose you must have joined right now. Okay. N number of questions arise in our mind before attempting any examination. Students usually struggle with exam anxiety ahead of crucial examinations like CA examination. You need to understand, my dear students, that the struggle faced can be easily resolved. Students generally ask, especially in strategic management, that how to prepare for the exam and how to score good marks. It's a very basic question which arises in the mind of every student whosoever is appearing in the examination, that how to prepare for particular subject and how to score good marks in that subject. In today's session, I am going to cover how to prepare strategic management. Later on, if times allows us, we will discuss on how to score good marks. But if it is not possible in this session due to some time constraint, definitely we will come up with some other session, and in that session we will try to discuss how to score good marks. But now, as of now, I am here to tell you about how to prepare for strategic management. Different students can have different approaches to study and assimilate the concepts. Whatever be your approach, you should not take the subject lightly. I'm repeating, you should not take the subject lightly, assuming and treating it as a theoretical paper. It's a very big mistake which students done generally, that they assume this paper as a theoretical paper. This paper is quite interesting and practical. If you could be able to correlate the concepts of strategic management with the developments taking place in the business world, whether it may be Flipkart Walmart deal, Facebook Geo deal, Amazon growth strategy as a cost leadership, impact of COVID-19 on business strategies, etc., etc., and so on. Examples are there. So my advice to students that please students read regularly a business magazines and at least one financial business newspaper. Read it daily. Read about the strategic endeavors of different organizations taking place in the world. This will help you in understand the practical relevance of the subject and its application in real life business situations. Secondly, read the case study more than once. There can be a quick reading followed by second reading in normal pace. In the second reading, identify the pertinent points that will help you in answering the questions. Improve your ability to answer questions and analyze the case scenario thoroughly. Take care not to cram the subject. I repeat, not to cram the subject, rather understand the concepts and learn to write good answers. It is essential that you adopt such methods and techniques with which you feel comfortable. Always be concise and write to the point, and do not try to fill pages unnecessarily by unnecessarily content. In this subject, the learning can be reinforced, made more meaningful, and given practical dimensions with the help of real life business situations. Now I'm sharing my screen with you for discussing some of the technical aspects of the subject. During the discussion, if you will not be able to understand any concept, please post your queries so that I will try to resolve it over here and make this session more meaningful and fruitful. From the query team, I would like to ask if there any specific query which I can address before moving ahead with the session. Anybody have any query? Please raise your hand, students. Or you can post your queries, or you can raise your hands if anybody have any specific query, so that otherwise I will move with the technical session. Okay, let us first go with the session, and in between, if you feel that you have any query, please raise your hands. Objective of scheduling this class is basically to brush up knowledge, to brush your knowledge, focus on presentation, exam strategy, solving of questions, how to attempt the questions, how to write the questions, discuss on the common issues, whatever are the common issues. If we are able to take it today, then we will take it in this particular session. Otherwise, we will go for next session, working on implementation and so on. So, and most important is motivate from better to best, which is very, very important. That whatever you are doing now, you have to do much more better than what you are today. So my request to all the students, please channelize your all the energy, channelize your strategies, and you can do wonders. So before moving ahead in the subject strategic management, first of all, students, I think there may be the students, those who have converted from old scheme to new scheme, and there may be the students, those who have directly come into the new scheme. For all the students, my advice, and please listen carefully, that there is a change in the syllabus pattern of strategic management. Although in the old scheme it was of 50 marks at intermediate level, and in the new scheme also it is 50 marks at intermediate level. But the syllabus, contents and paper pattern has changed. So please be careful while we are discussing on these things, because for any subject, first of all, you must be aware about that what is basically that subject and what is covered in that subject. So in May 2024 examination, our study material is divided into 5 chapters. There are only 5 chapters in the study material, and the weightage of each chapter is 15% to 25%. The weightage of each chapter is similar, equal, so we can't study selectively. We have to study each and every chapter of the syllabus. I think this is very much clear to all the students, because the weightage of all the chapters are equal, right? Then the first chapter comprises of which is of introduction to strategic management. What is basically strategic management? What's the meaning of strategic management? What is strategy? How to compete? How to get competitive advantage over your competitor with the environmental analysis. That is basically strategic management. Then importance and limitation of strategic management, strategic intent. The moment you have something in your mind, some idea in your mind that I want to do this business, or I want to do this, and I want to do this. First of all, the thing arises in your mind is that your vision, that what basically do we want to do, right? For that matter, you require the mission, goals and objectives and value system of the organization. Then strategic levels in organization. Broadly, it is of 3: corporate, that is top, then business level, middle, and then functional level is lower level, where we will execute the strategies. So this is all about chapter 1, and you can say the skill we required from the students is level 1 and level 2, that is comprehension and knowledge, as well as application and analysis. Second chapter comprises of strategic analysis. External environment. We all are aware that we have 2 environments, internal and external. External environment where we have no control, uncontrollable things going on. But in internal environment, we can control the things. So the second chapter consists of external environment, where we are going to study international and macro environment. I think most of them have already read this macro environment pestle analysis in foundation at business and commercial level, commercial knowledge paper. Then defining the industry for analysis, what are the tools, how we can, like product life cycle, through product life cycle, you can understand it better that where now this particular product falls. Then most important is Porter's 5 forces model, which is helpful in analyzing the industrial environment. Then understanding customers and markets and competition in the industry. This is all about external environment. Again, it consists of this weightage of section weightage is 15% to 25%. Then next chapter is again strategic analysis, but now this is internal environment, in which we can say strategic drivers are there, industry, market, customers, channelize, how to channelize the things, competitive advantage, role of resources and capabilities, SWOT analysis. Few of the students ask me one question that, ma'am, is SWOT analysis for internal analysis or for external analysis? It is for both. My answer is it is for both. SWOT means strength, weakness, opportunities, and threats. Strength and weaknesses are inherent, internal. Just imagine your strength. What is your strength and what is your weakness? That is inherent, that is inbuilt. And opportunities and threats are external, outside. Gaining competitive advantage, how? Through Michael Porter's generic strategies, which he has given as generic strategies. Then next chapter is chapter 4, which is about strategic choices, that you have so many alternatives, in which what the best alternative you have to adopt, like concentric diversification, conglomerate, market development, product development, innovation, horizontal integration, vertical integration, turnaround strategies, where we have to put turnaround strategies, where we can liquidate the product or liquidate the particular SBU, strategic business unit, how to develop, how we develop these strategic options. So for that, there are so many matrices, in which few of them are there, like BCG matrix, GE matrix, General Electric matrix, or stoplight matrix, we can say, ADL matrix, and Ansoff's matrix. Last but not least is the chapter that is strategic implementation and evaluation. Here we are going to understand the implementation process, what is the difference between formulation and implementation of the strategy, their linkages, issues, strategic change through digital transformation. It is the new introduced topic. Organization structure, again hard and you can say soft, or we can say structure and culture through McKenzie 7S model, strategic leadership, strategic control, and strategic performance measures. These are all included in it. Broadly, I can say that few of the topics which are new to this syllabus are Manlow's matrix in chapter 3. Few of the topics are in chapter 1, chapter 5, strategic performance measures, like 7 McKenzie's, you can say, and few other. So please, students, be careful while you are reading. My request to all the students, whether they are shifted from old to new, please follow the study material which the institute has issued in April 2023, for which is applicable for your upcoming exams. Now, this is broadly about your structuring of the syllabus. Now, how to prepare these chapters or topics? So, I can say preparing for paper 6B strategic management at intermediate level requires 3 majorly things. A comprehensive understanding of the subject. You must be aware about all the topics included in the subject in a comprehensive way. Secondly, you require strategic thinking skills. You have to think that how one can strategize these things. Like I can give you an example of your self. Like you all are preparing for CA examinations. Okay. So you must have something in your mind that your vision may be that you will one day you will become a successful chartered accountant. That is your vision, right? For that vision, you require some mission. For mission is that now you have to prepare for your examinations. You have to clear foundation as well as your intermediate and then your final. Then only you can achieve your vision. So you have to implement your mission. How? Through goals and objectives. So this time is your objective is to clear this May 2024 exams with good marks and good percentage. This is what you have to make a habit to study the concepts of strategic management in your real life. And you find it, please trust me, that you find it is very interesting and very easy to learn. And thirdly, you require a structured study approach. These three things are essential for preparing strategic management. It is crucial for the students to develop a keen interest in the subject from the beginning of their CA studies and set aside adequate time to cover all the study material comprehensively. You should also seek practical relevance by reading business magazines, discussing strategic options, strategic actions in the real life with your friends, with your peers, with your study mates. Analyze real life examples to understand the circumstances, benefits, and risk of strategic decisions. So the first chapter is Introduction to Strategic Management. I have already told you what covers in this chapter. So how you will understand the concepts like elements of strategic intent. I have just given you a few minutes back, I have given you an example for your own vision, mission, goals, objectives. And similarly, you can browse the websites of some of the major companies like TCS, SCL, Google, Apple, whatever you like in any of the industry, and study their vision and mission for better understanding of the concepts. It will really help you to understand. Generally, alternately, I found this kind of queries from the students that, madam, what is the difference between vision and mission or goal and objective? We are not able to understand this. You will get the clarity on these concepts when you browse few of the company sites and study their vision and mission so that you can understand it very well. I'm going to discuss these some of the topics in later on my session, so don't worry. Then in chapter 2 again, external environment, इसको कैसे पढ़ेंगे? How, madam, how we will understand that what is external environment में क्या हो रहा है, क्या नहीं हो रहा है? How do we know? Through reading newspapers on daily basis. For better understanding, students should read the economy related news and articles in business magazines, newspapers to understand real life business environmental factors which directly or indirectly help in or impair the organizational functioning. Abhi aap puchenge, how, madam, how it can be possible? I can give you so many examples on it. So many. Like this, I'm giving you illustrating one example, that is geo example. Okay, because nowadays all the students are mobile savvy and they can understand it very well. 5-7 years before, when the geo first came in the market, before that, you all of us aware that Airtel was there, Vodafone was there, Hotspot, whatever. There are so many service providers, right? What Jio did? He simply penetrate the market. He simply penetrate the market by cost leadership, right? So With this example, you were able to understand two concepts of strategic management. Here, I'm going to teach you in that manner only, because so that you can understand that how important and how we can correlate these day-to-day or real life situations in our life with the concepts of strategic management. After understanding the concepts of external environment, students should thoroughly study the elements of micro business environment and macro business environment. PESTEL analysis. P for political, economical, social, technical, legal environment, right? International environment, which are extensively defined in this chapter. To gain a deeper understanding of competitive environment of a business organization, understand the product and industry. Do you know the meaning difference between industry and company? What is the difference between industry and company? Yes, few of the students are.
Company is a
Raise
single
your hands,
entity.
whosoever no. Yeah, Divya. Divya?
Ma'am,
Yeah, please, Divya. Tell me.
good afternoon, ma'am. Ma'am, industry is a group of similar companies
Right.
in who belong to a similar group. Like all phone-related companies would form an industry, and a company is a particular unit in that industry who is competing with the other companies in the same industry.
Okay, good. This Ashwin, yes, Ashwin.
Ma'am, am I audible?
Yeah, you are
Ma'am,
audible.
a group of companies can be considered as an industry, whereas a company is an individual
Those who
entity.
are doing
That's
similar business. Okay,
yes, those are
group
doing
of
similar
companies,
business.
those who are doing similar business.
Business is
Yes,
an industry,
Hmm.
ma'am. Whereas
yes, ma'am.
company is
Yes,
an
ma'am.
individual entity that's registered under the Companies Act.
Very good. So I think Kritika also wants to say something. Kritika, please unmute yourself and
Good
say.
afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon, Kritika.
Ma'am, industry refers to a specific economic sector that is either engaged in production of commodities or production of services, while company is a particular kind of business dealing in a specific product.
Okay, is the we can summarize in that sense a consortium of companies who those who are giving doing similar kind of business. Can we say that it is an industry?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Okay,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
like automobile sector, we can say automobile. There are so many companies in it: Maruti, Hyundai, Volkswagen, Honda. Like right?
Yes,
Like
sir.
you can
Yes, ma'am.
say in mobile, there is a mobile industry की अगर हम बात करें, या मोबाइल के अंदर भी दो तरह की है, मैन्युफैक्चरिंग इंडस्ट्री है, सर्विस सेक्टर है आपका, राइट? तो
Yes,
there,
ma'am.
I think you all are very much clear about the difference between industry and company, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So we can move ahead. One student is there whose name is not mentioning, but he has raised his hand, and Galaxy M21. Very good name. It's really interesting. Nowadays, in the future, uh, such kind of names may also happens. Yes, बोलिए. ये Galaxy M21 wants to say something. Please
No,
unmute.
ma'am, the same.
बोलिए.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon. What's your good name?
Kiran, ma'am.
Okay, Kiran, your mobile name is coming. So we are.
Why? I don't know, ma'am. Why it is like that? I don't
It's
know.
fine. It's fine, beta. Tell me. Do you want to
No,
say?
ma'am. I want to say the same thing about the industry and the
Okay,
firm.
okay. From where you are?
I'm from Varanasi, ma'am.
Varanasi, oh, that's a holy place. Good,
Yes,
good,
ma'am.
good. Chaliye. So in this chapter, these topics provide insights into the dynamics of competition and help the students develop strategic responses, that what kind of strategic responses we have to give to the environmental challenges. ओके सो आपको जो सोचना है ना, जो लर्न करना है, वो ऐसे क्रैम नहीं करना है कि ये एक डेफिनेशन है, आपको कैसे पढ़ना है इस पेपर को। मेरा इस क्लास का यही ऑब्जेक्टिव है कि आप अप्लाई करिए इसके कॉन्सेप्ट्स। अगर आपको एप्लीकेशन समझ में आ गया, इफ यू आर एबल टू अंडरस्टैंड द एप्लीकेशन ऑफ द कॉन्सेप्ट्स, देयर इज नो नीड टू लर्न दिस पेपर, राइट। नेक्स्ट इज स्ट्रेटेजिक एनालिसिस, दैट इज इंटरनल एनवायरनमेंट। अब हम बात करते हैं, वी आर डिस्कसिंग अबाउट इंटरनल एनवायरनमेंट विद इन द ऑर्गेनाइजेशन, द एनवायरनमेंट जिसको हम कंट्रोल कर सकते हैं अपने मैकेनिज्म से, अपने चीजों को बेहतर करके वी कैन कंट्रोल दैट एनवायरनमेंट। इसमें एक नया टॉपिक जो ओल्ड स्कीम से न्यू स्कीम में आया है, वो है मेंडलोज मैट्रिक्स, विच इज अ वेरी गुड मैट्रिक्स, राइट, जो आपको बताता है कि की प्लेयर्स कौन हैं आपके इसके अंदर, शेयर होल्डर्स हैं या कौन है, किसी भी डिसीजन को लेने में की प्लेयर्स कौन हैं, की परफॉर्मर्स कौन हैं, किससे आप सेटिस्फाइड हैं, वो सारी चीजें आपको इस मैट्रिक्स के थ्रू मिलेंगी। और स्ट्रेटेजिक ड्राइवर्स, हु आर गोइंग टू ड्राइव द थिंग्स। One of the student, Aman is writing, what will be the level of questions as per new scheme? Will it be different from past year questions? Aman, in my at the beginning of my session, I have conveyed this, that the pattern of the question paper is different, and you can easily make out that the analysis and application things are more inclined in the new scheme in comparison to the old one, because the weightage of application is more in comparison to the old one, right? So some small caselet type questions will come and you have to answer it accordingly. In the old, it was also there, right? Then later students should learn competitive advantage, which is very important in strategic management. In in any strategy, हम strategy करते ही क्यों हैं? To get a competitive edge, to get a competitive advantage over our competitors. And this is propounded by Michael Porter's generic strategies. What are these generic strategies? Cost leadership. हम लोग मार्केट में कैसे आ सकते हैं? तीन तरह से, कोई भी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन तीन तरह से, कॉस्ट लीडरशिप, डिफरेंशिएशन एंड फोकस। इट मे बी फोकस डिफरेंशिएशन और फोकस कॉस्ट लीडरशिप. It helps the students to comprehend how organizations can achieve a sustainable competitive edge in the market. That's why we require to study these topics. Next is strategic choices. This chapter is very interesting, scoring, and very understandable with the help of real life situations. You can read business magazines, newspapers to understand this chapter very easily. The articles often provide in the newspaper insights into how companies have implemented these strategies in the real world scenario. Then here we are covering portfolio analysis also, where BCG matrix, Ansoff, ADL, JE, stoplight, so many metrics are there by which we can able to find out various strategic alternatives. These models had students analyze the strategic options available to the organization and select the most appropriate. Selection is always the most appropriate one. based on their current position and objectives. Then why we need to study this chapter, strategy, implementation and evaluation. आपने सब कुछ कर लिया, आपने विजन भी कर लिया, इंटेंट भी बना लिया, ऑर्गेनाइजेशन भी बना ली, सब कुछ सोच लिया, कर लिया, डिसीजंस भी ले लिए, हमें ये करना है, बट एग्जीक्यूशन कहाँ है? एंड इम्प्लीमेंटेशन होने के बाद, एग्जीक्यूट होने के बाद हर चीज का इवैल्यूएशन होना बहुत जरूरी है। हम भी इस सेशन को करने हुए टेक्निकल चीजें आपको बताने के बाद ना, हम भी आपका इवैल्यूएशन लेंगे, सो दैट वी वर एबल टू अंडरस्टैंड दिस, दैट हाउ मच यू पीपल आर, वेयर यू लाई एंड हाउ मच इट इज रिक्वायर्ड। आप ये सेशन इसीलिए सुन रहे हैं ना, सो दैट यू विल एबल टू अंडरस्टैंड कि भी क्या करेंगे, कैसे करेंगे, क्या होगा। सो मेनी एन नंबर ऑफ क्वेश्चंस अराइजेस इन अवर माइंड। तो उन क्वेश्चंस के आंसर्स के लिए तो व्हाट यू आर डूइंग, इवैल्यूएशन, इवैल्यूएशन ऑफ योर preparation. Today most of the students are here to understand that how much preparation they are having and how much it is required, further required to score, to achieve their goals and objectives. Similar case with the organization. Organization is also an individual, na? फर्दर स्ट्रैटेजिक चेंज थ्रू डिजिटल ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन। अब हम डिजिटल वर्ल्ड के अंदर रह रहे हैं, तो इसको तो हमें पढ़ना ही है। डिजिटल ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन के थ्रू कैसे जो है चेंज मैनेजमेंट स्ट्रैटेजीज लाई जाएं। देन किस तरह के स्ट्रक्चर्स हैं बिजनेस के, ऑर्गेनाइजेशन के स्ट्रक्चर्स क्या हैं, लाइक आपके फंक्शनल स्ट्रक्चर, डिविजनल स्ट्रक्चर, स्ट्रैटेजिक बिजनेस यूनिट्स क्या है, मैट्रिक्स स्ट्रक्चर क्या है, नेटवर्क क्या है, वेब स्ट्रक्चर क्या है, आर ग्लास स्ट्रक्चर क्या है, वो सब हमें इसमें डिस्कस करेंगे। और लेटर ऑन स्ट्रैटेजिक लीडरशिप, जो कि ब्रॉडली दो तरह की है, ट्रांसफॉर्मेशनल एंड ट्रांजैक्शनल लीडरशिप, उनके रोल उन लीडर्स के। एंड देन स्ट्रैटेजिक चेंज थ्रू कूथ लेविन्स चेंज प्रोसेस। देन कंट्रोल, कंट्रोल इज अवर लास्ट वन। कंट्रोल सिस्टम तो होना जरूरी है ना, कंट्रोल फंक्शन। अगर एग्जाम्स नहीं होंगे तो ऑनेस्टली बताओ कितने स्टूडेंट्स पढ़ेंगे अगर एग्जाम्स में पास फेल की कंडीशन नहीं लगाए आईसीएआई, ये कह दे कि भाई हम सबको पास कर देंगे। तो हाउ, ऑनेस्टली बी वेरी वेरी ऑनेस्ट, कि कितने बच्चे जो है इतनी ही मेहनत से पढ़ेंगे जितना कि अभी पढ़ रहे हैं?
Nobody, ma'am.
हाँ,
Nobody will.
है ना? तो इवैल्यूएशन और कंट्रोल तो होना बहुत जरूरी है ना, सो दैट यू कैन इक्विप्ड
Yes,
विद योर
ma'am.
स्किल्स, राइट?
Right,
तो
ma'am.
सेम
Right,
विद
ma'am.
द, मेरा ये सारी चीजें बताने का बच्चों यहाँ पे यही मकसद है कि आप मैनेजमेंट के, स्ट्रेटेजिक मैनेजमेंट के कॉन्सेप्ट्स को इम्प्लीमेंट करके देखिए अपनी रियल लाइफ के अंदर। आपको कुछ भी याद करने की जरूरत नहीं पड़ेगी और आपको सब कुछ इतना अच्छा लगेगा इसमें पढ़ना। जो कि बच्चे आके परेशान होते हैं ना कि हम कैसे रीड करें, अभी 1 महीना रह गया है, हम 2 महीना, हम उसको याद कर रहे हैं, हमारे मार्क्स नहीं आ रहे। आप जस्ट इम्प्लीमेंट इट, आप करके देखिए। आपका ओरिएंटेशन जो है इस पेपर को पढ़ने का इस तरह का होना चाहिए, ना कि बुक में अंडरलाइन कर रहे हैं भैया हम जो है ये सब याद करें या ये पॉइंटर्स। यस ऑफ कोर्स, टर्मिनोलॉजी इज असेंशियल। देखो हर सब्जेक्ट की अपनी एक टर्मिनोलॉजी होती है, हर चीज की अपने एक वर्ड्स होते हैं। लाइक हम जनरल वर्ड्स में वर्ड यूज करते हैं पानी को वाटर, बट इसका साइंटिफिक नेम क्या है? H2O। साइंस के अंदर उसका नाम ये है। तो व्हाई वी आर वरीड अबाउट इट कि भाई हम स्ट्रैटेजिक मैनेजमेंट को भी जनरल टर्म्स में लिखते हैं? नो, उसको लिखना तो आपको टर्म्स के संग पड़ेगा, जो इसकी अपनी एक लैंग्वेज है। कंप्यूटर भी एक अपनी अलग लैंग्वेज यूज करता है ना। एवरीवन is having their own language, own terms. You have to follow those terms, and with these terms, you can implement the concepts. तो आपको बहुत कन्वीनियंट होगा, बहुत इजी होएगा इस पेपर को समझना। एंड ये बात मैं कहना जरूर चाहूंगी कि दिस पेपर इज नॉट ऑल अबाउट टू क्लियर इट इन द सीए एग्जाम, राइट? ये स्ट्रैटेजिक मैनेजमेंट जो है आपको, आप लाइफ में किसी भी फेज में चले जाएं, आज आप स्टूडेंट फेज में हैं, यहाँ पे भी आपकी लाइफ में इंप्लीमेंट होता है ये। आप कल को सीए कर लेते हैं, उसके बाद चाहे प्रैक्टिस में जाएं, whether you will go in practice or in service, wherever, आपको हर जगह, everywhere you requires strategic management. So with this aura, आप अगर इसको पढ़ेंगे ना कि it's a very essential, so you will definitely find it very, very interesting, not as a burden. Right? अच्छा, अभी कुछ few of the students asked me, मैम रिवीजन कैसे करें, कैसे पढ़ाई करें. भाई BoS मोबाइल ऐप के थ्रू आप देख सकते हैं सारे हमारे LVC के क्लासेस को, रिकॉर्डेड लेक्चर्स आपको मिल सकते हैं, आप वेबसाइट पे भी देख सकते हैं, असाइनमेंट्स कर सकते हैं, सेल्फ असेसमेंट कर सकते हैं. Here I want to share one thing, that there are few of the activities in our study material, right? Students generally write me, ma'am, please give me the answers of these activities. Why so? Why you require the answers? आप उसको, आपकी प्रिपरेशन के लिए वो दिए गए हैं कि आप उसको करिए, आप मुझे शेयर कर दीजिए, उसके बाद then I will revert back you whether it is correct or not. Right? Then are study material enough for preparation? It's a very, very common question students asked. Yes, of course, it is enough, but not also complete. न्यूज़पेपर आपको पढ़ना है, मैगजीन, बिजनेस मैगजीन आपको पढ़नी है, मॉक टेस्ट पेपर देखा आप लोगों ने? हैव यू सीन द मॉक टेस्ट पेपर? हैव यू डन दैट?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So how do you feel? Do you find any difficulty while solving
No.
this paper?
No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
Oh, okay, that's
No,
very
ma'am.
good. So इसी तरह का क्वेश्चन पेपर होगा, राइट? आरटीपी देखिए आप, आरटीपी आप MCQ प्रैक्टिस पोर्टल है, डू यू अवेयर ऑफ इट, दैट वी हैव MCQ प्रैक्टिस पोर्टल?
Yes, ma'am.
उसको लॉग इन करिए, उस पर क्वेश्चंस करिए, सॉल्व करिए, आपको आंसर्स भी मिलेंगे, और जो भी LVC अपलोड्स हैं उनको देख सकते हैं. Now I'm going to take few of the conceptual questions generally frequently asked by the students. Children, yeah, Divya, or yeah, who is raising the hand? If before I am moving ahead, if anybody have any doubts in the session, please they can ask. Raise your hands, please. If anybody have doubt, please raise your hands. Very well, that's really good. I'm very happy to see that till the time I'm very clear to all the students. I don't know whether it is an appreciation or some of them are sleeping. Chalo, that's good. This is a question on your screen which generally students ask me that, ma'am, what is the difference between horizontal integrated diversification and concentric diversification? Students ask that these are common types of diversification strategies that companies can use to expand their business. Diversification itself means expansion. So first is horizontal integration. What is basically horizontal integration? Horizontal integration is a business strategy where a company expands its operation into the same industry or market. That's why I asked question the difference between industry and company. अगर आपको ये clear है difference between industry and company, तो same industry के अंदर आप अपने operations को expand करते हैं, that is horizontal integration. It involves acquiring or merging with the companies that operate in the same industry with the goal of increasing, with what goal? Goal of increasing market share, reducing competition and achieving economies of scale. I think economies of scale तो सबको पता होगा ना, reasonable मिलना, large उस पे protection करके और prices को कम. जैसे मैं एग्जाम्पल लेती हूँ, अ कंपनी दैट प्रोड्यूसेस एंड सेल्स एथलेटिक शूज में एक्वायर और मर्ज विद another athletic shoe manufacturer, in order to increase their market share and reduce competition. That is called horizontal integrated diversification. Am I clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Good. So what is concentric diversification? On the other hand, it is also a business strategy where a
Yes,
company
ma'am.
expands its operation into related, same, but with different markets. In horizontal integrated, it is same market, and in concentric, it is different market or industries. It involves expanded into new product lines or markets that are related to the company's existing products or services. Like मैंने अभी एथलेटिक शूज का एग्जांपल लिया, तो अगर कोई एथलेटिक शूज बनाने वाली कंपनी एक्सपेंड करती है, एथलेटिक अपैरल्स बनाती है कोई, और दे मे एंटर द फिटनेस इक्विपमेंट मार्केट, this type of diversification allows the company to leverage its existing strengths, जो existing strength है उनकी, उनको बढ़ाती है, and capabilities while entering new market or product categories. With this, I think you are clear that what is horizontal integrated diversification and what is concentric diversification. Another question which generally students asked me at various platforms, that is difference between vision and mission. What is the difference between vision and mission? मैंने आपको at the beginning of the session भी बताया है, फिर भी again I am going to clear you. A vision statement defines a company's long-term aspirations, and future goals. It outlines where the company wants to be in the future, and what it wants to achieve. जैसा कि मैंने आप लोगों का एग्जाम्पल लेके बताया कि where you want to be in future, you want to be a CEO or CFO of a company, right? For that matter, what it wants to achieve, for that matter, you require a chartered accountant degree. That is your vision. A vision statement should inspire and motivate employees, customers, and stakeholders to work towards a common goal. एक particular goal के लिए जब we all get united and do the work, that is vision statement of the company. Right? Like I can give you an example of Google, क्योंकि सबको बहुत अच्छे से Google करना आता है हमें, तो Google का विजन क्या है? आप दिन भर Google करते हैं, Google का विजन पढ़ा है कभी? Honestly बताओ, बिल्कुल somebody has read it?
मैम गूगल का तो नहीं पढ़ा, लेकिन जैसे एप्पल, LIC, HDFC वगैरह का पढ़ा था।
बट बेटा जो चीज हम यूज करते हैं उसके बारे में थोड़ा बहुत तो हमें भाई ये कंपनी क्यों आई, क्या हुआ कि इतना सबको बेवकूफ बनाया या इतना सबको बेनिफिट दे रही है, तो क्यों? माइंड में जब आप सोचोगे ना इस तरह से, गूगल ने भी कभी कुछ सोचा होगा ना, इतना डेटा जो है अब आपको इजी कर दी लाइफ आपकी, किसी ने तो सोचा होगा ना ऐसा, तभी वो नंबर 1 है. To provide access to the world's information in one click. That is the vision of the Google. अब उस विजन को पूरा करने के लिए उनको मिशन सेट करना होगा. And then what is mission? A mission statement defines a company's core purpose. What is the purpose, core values, and how it aims to achieve its goal. It communicates the company's reason for being, what it does, who it serves. Mission statement should reflect the company's values, principles, beliefs, guides, and its decisions and actions. Like सेम एग्जाम्पल गूगल का, मैं सेम एग्जाम्पल इसलिए लिया है ताकि आप लोगों को समझ में आए डिफरेंस. The mission statement of Google is to organize the world's information and make it universally accessible and useful. ये स्टेटमेंट क्या डिफाइन करती है? दिस स्टेटमेंट आउटलाइंस द कंपनीज कोर पर्पस ऑफ द ऑर्गेनाइजेशन इंफॉर्मेशन, of organizing the information and making it easily accessible to everyone, which is the vision of that company also in one click, right? So it reflects the company's commitment to using technology to improve people's life and provide value to its user. People, to improve the people lives is again a values of the company, right? And provide value to its users. So I think with this, it is very much clear. Again, I am summarizing. A vision statement communicates a company's long-term aspirations and goals, while a mission statement defines its core purpose, values, and how it aims to achieve its goals. Both statements are critical for defining a company's strategic direction, inspiring and motivating employees and stakeholders, and guiding its decision-making actions. Yes, a few of the queries are there. Some person is this Kesarla. Good afternoon. In writing an answer, is it required to write every line in reference to the ICAI, or can we write it in our own words by giving proper side headings and with reference to I? Of course, you can write in your own words, subject to the essence of the answer should be correct. If you are able to frame the sentences properly, if you are able to convey your answers in a lucid manner, it is always welcome with the writer that the subject terminology should be mentioned in it. And it reflects, it concluded a correct answer. Right? Anybody have any query? They can post or they can unmute themselves and ask me. If anybody have any query.
Hello, ma'am. Sure.
Yeah, Ashwin, do you want to say something?
Yes, ma'am. Just now you said that if we write the answers in our own words, but while maintaining the core essence of the answer.
Can you speak little bit loud?
Yes, ma'am. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
You said that if we write the answers in our own language while maintaining the core essence of the answer, I see you reward us the same marks as the marks that have been
Yeah,
given
but
in
if you are conceptually correct.
Okay.
If you are conceptually correct and you are using the business terminology,
Okay,
then you
ma'am.
will definitely get marks.
You mean I have to use the keywords that's in the ICAI
Yes, you have
material?
to. I told you in my session na that हर एक subject का अपना एक language होता है.
Yes.
है ना? You have to use that.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Yeah, this
ma'am.
Kritika.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, my query is also there.
हाँ, Kiran,
Hello.
बोलिए.
Ma'am, like it is my second attempt when in the strategic management question था. एक case study थी, उसने पूछा था who is this person, so I wrote the intrapreneur. Intrapreneur. They said it's okay. Then there was a write the qualities of that person, है ना? So I wrote everything, an example. There's Sundar Pichai, Pramod Agrawal, entrepreneur, ये सब. Then उसको उन्होंने wrong कर दिया.
रॉन्ग कर दिया. देखो
Yes,
बेटा,
ma'am.
आपको उसमें पूछा क्या था? उसमें एंटरप्रेन्योरर पूछा था या एंटरप्रेन्योरर पूछा था?
नहीं, इंट्रा बोला था.
इंट्राप्रेन्योरर पूछा था. तो आपने बताया
मैम एंड
करेक्ट।
हाँ यस, मैंने सारे एग्जाम्पल लिखे, एक सुंदर पिचई, प्रमोद
उसमें
अग्रवाल,
उसमें और भी
और वो
कुछ पूछा होगा।
नहीं, नो मैम, उसमें कुछ बस यही पूछा था कि ये कौन है, मैंने बताया ये है, फिर उनका एग्जाम्पल दो, उनकी सारी क्वालिटीज लिखो, मैंने सब लिखा। वो रिस्क बेयर नहीं करता है, वो कैपिटल इंट्रोड्यूस नहीं करता है, और कंपनी के इनोवेशन पे विद इन लिमिट काम करता है, एम्प्लॉय होता है। आप कहिए तो मैं वो पूरी कॉपी आपको भेज दूँ मैम,
हाँ
ऐसे
हाँ,
दो तीन
आप मुझे
क्वेश्चन
शेयर कर दो।
कैसे
किरण,
करूँ
आप
मैम,
मुझे
कहाँ
मेरी
पर शेयर
ईमेल
करूँ?
आईडी पे भेज दो, ruchi.gupta। सभी स्टूडेंट्स, एनीबडी कैन राइट
मैम
मी।
उसको उसको रॉन्ग कर दिया।
आप भेज दो बेटा, मैं देख के ही
ओके
बता पाऊंगी
मैम,
कि व्हाट इज द
जी मैम,
रैशनल बिहाइंड इट।
ओके
राइट,
मैम, ओके मैम,
डोंट
ओके
वरी।
मैम,
जो भी होगा
ओके
हम
मैम,
गाइड अपनी तरफ से, जो हम बेस्ट आपको सजेस्ट कर सकते हैं वो आपको करेंगे।
ओके मैम, थैंक यू मैम,
बेटा, हाँ, आप
ओके मैम।
ईमेल आईडी लिख लो, ruchi.gupta एट द
हाँ
रेट
यस मैम, है
आइस,
आपकी आईडी,
है
आपकी
ना।
आईडी है मैम,
हाँ, आप
यस
मुझे
मैम।
स्कैन करके भेज दो, और आपकी क्वेरी क्या है उसमें वो भी लिख के भेजना मुझे
हाँ
मेल
मतलब
पे।
कि व्हाट शुड आई राइट नेक्स्ट टाइम, द सेम थिंग विल हैपन अगेन, देन व्हाट विल आई डू?
ना ना ना, ऐसा नहीं होगा, आप एक बार भेजिए, लेट मी सी, लेट मी सी।
और मैम एमसीक्यू का भी था, मेरे सारे किए थे, उसमें मुझे 2 मार्क्स दिए, केवल 2 मार्क्स मैम, इतना बुरा मैंने नहीं किया था, आई गेट टू
हाँ,
मार्क्स
एमसीक्यू, एमसीक्यू तो बेटा आपके पास, डू यू हैव दैट आंसर शीट विद यू?
यस मैम।
एमसीक्यू का आंसर शीट मिलता है आपको?
हाँ सर मैम, आंसर की नहीं मिलता है, लेकिन हमने जो लिखा है वो मिलता है।
अच्छा, आपने जो लिखा है वो मिलता है, तो हाउ डू आई नो ना कि भाई आपको क्वेश्चंस
यस
याद
मैम।
है,
नहीं
एमसीक्यूज
मैम इतना
कौन
नहीं,
से आए
लेकिन
थे?
मैम मैम बहुत अच्छे, लेकिन इतना बुरा नहीं था कि आई गेट 2 मार्क्स, तो ऐसा मैम
अब
सारे
बेटा
सब्जेक्ट्स में हुआ
देखो,
है।
पता है मैं ये कहूंगी कि ये तो मैं कैसे इस पे कुछ कमेंट करूं कि आपने क्या लिखा और पेपर चेकर ने क्या चेक करा। व्हाट आई कैन
यस मैम,
सजेस्ट यू ओवर हियर इज कि सही क्या है।
यस मैम, हाँ जो दैट की नेक्स्ट अटेम्प्ट में मेरा बुरा नहीं हो, दैट करना
हाँ,
के
हो
लिए।
सकता है, मैं ये नहीं कह रही हूँ, यू आर राइट, एब्सोल्युटली राइट, बट अभी हम उस जो चीज हमारे सामने नहीं है उस पे हम कुछ।
हाँ नहीं मैम, मैं आपको कॉपी शेयर
हाँ,
करूंगी उसकी।
डेफिनेटली, आपका जो भी
यस
होगा,
मैम।
मैं बल्कि इनफैक्ट आपकी पूरी ही कॉपी देख के आप मुझे कॉल कर लेना, नाइन जीरो
हाँ
सेवन
हाँ,
एट
सो
आई विल
दैट
बी
मैम
कॉल।
आप यू कैन गाइड मी कि व्हाट शुड,
श्योरली
व्हाट वाज
बेटा,
माय
श्योरली, वी आर हियर
आंसर।
फॉर यू।
थैंक यू मैम,
ठीक है,
थैंक यू मैम,
ओके,
ओके थैंक यू मैम।
ओके बच्चा।
Hello, hello, ma'am. Hello,
या
ma'am.
या हु इज देयर?
Ma'am, Ashwin Kumar here,
अश्विन,
ma'am.
अश्विन, या प्लीज बोलिए।
I have a simple doubt, ma'am. It
हम्म
is true that we can't score marks in MCQs if we don't have understanding of the theory, right?
हम्म
Ma'am, this happened to me in auditing. I scored 35 marks. Out of 35, I scored 26 in MCQ.
ओके।
And they gave me 9 marks only for the writing. And I compared my answers with the suggested answers.
हम्म
Uh,
आप एक
some
बार ऑडिट फैकल्टी से बात कर सकते हैं इस बारे में।
No,
ऑडिट,
I'm not asking this with regards to audit. I am asking this question with regard to how the answers are being evaluated. That's my question. So the core,
इवैल्यूएशन का देखो, इवैल्यूएशन के ऊपर इट्स वेरी डिफिकल्ट फॉर मी टू कमेंट, बिकॉज इट्स इन टोटली एन एग्जामिनेशन डिपार्टमेंट प्रोरोगेटिव, राइट। बेटर
yes,
है कि
ma'am.
आप अगर उससे रिलेटेड आपका कोई भी इशू है, माई रिक्वेस्ट टू ऑल द स्टूडेंट्स, अगर आपका इवैल्यूएशन से रिलेटेड कोई भी इशू है तो सही डिपार्टमेंट है एग्जामिनेशन डिपार्टमेंट, यू कैन ऑलवेज राइट टू देम। हम लोग क्या कर सकते हैं, बीओएस, व्हाट बीओएस कैन डू, बीओएस कैन गाइड यू, राइट।
Yes, ma'am.
आपके जो
Okay, ma'am.
मिस्टेक्स हैं आप मुझे आंसर शीट भेजेंगे तो मैं उसमें से देखने के बाद आपको बेस्ट जो हो सकता है वो गाइड कर सकती हूँ आपको। बट इवैल्यूएशन सिस्टम पे या इवैल्यूएशन सही हुआ नहीं हुआ,
Ma'am,
what that matter,
I
I am
think
not in a position to tell you.
no, no, that's not what I intended to ask
Hmm.
you. My question is that
Hmm.
the answers are, if my answers reflect the suggested answers, I will be rewarded more marks. Am I right?
Mm-hmm.
So if my answers deviate somewhere from suggested answers, then my marks rewarded will be equal to the deviation from the suggested answers, correct?
Okay.
Is that in that sense, my answers had the same, let's say, what the suggested answers were trying to communicate, my answers also communicated the same. I'll say, I phrase it like that. But still, I was not awarded the marks. So, is there any other criteria which I should follow apart from the suggested answers to score marks? That's my question.
That I can only told you after seeing the difference and what you have written there and what is in the suggested answer. Then only I can guide you on it. That what is basically a lacuna in both the answers.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Another technical query which I received on different platforms from the students in my ID. A few of the students are asking about my ID. So my dear students, my email ID is Ruchi, RUCHI Ruchi dot GUPTA Gupta @ICAI.in. Right? So what is the difference between goals and objectives? Goals and objectives. Goals are broad statements that describe what a company aims to achieve in the long term. They are typically high-level, overreaching statements that reflect the company's vision and values. And goals are oftenly, I'm saying oftenly, qualitative and maybe open-ended, allowing the companies to continually strive towards achieving them. Let us take an example. A goal for a company could be to become the leader in its industry by providing innovative products and exceptional customer services. And objectives, while objectives are specific, measurable, and time-bound statements that define what a company wants to achieve in the short to medium term. They are concrete and detailed statements that provide direction and focus on what the company needs to do to achieve its goals. Objectives are often quantitative and include, it is again often, generally, and include specific metrics that can be used to track progress and success. For example, an objective of a company that aims to become the leader in its industry could be to increase its market share by 20%, 10%, 50% within next 2 to 3 years. This is quantitative. So this will become an objective, right? In conclusion, I can say that both goals and objectives are important for a company's strategic planning process. They serve different purposes. Goals provide a high-level direction, while objectives provide specific direction and focus on what needs to be done to achieve the goals. By setting clear goals and objectives, companies can better align their resources, motivate their employees, and measure their progress towards achieving their strategic objectives. जैसा कि मैंने आपको आपका सीए सब कोर्स के बारे में मैं बात कर रही थी, तो मिशन आपका था कि आप किसी दिन किसी कंपनी के सीईओ बनना चाहते हो या कंपनी के सीएफओ बनना चाहते हो. फॉर दैट मैटर आपको क्या करना पड़ेगा? आपको एक सीए कोर्स करना होगा. उसके वो आपका एक मिशन हो गया. उसके लिए आपके गोल्स एंड ऑब्जेक्टिव सेट्स होंगे. गोल्स हो गए आपके, उसके लिए आपको हर लेवल पे क्लियर करना होगा. उसमें आपने एक ग्रुप में आपका इतना परसेंट आना होगा. उसके बाद आपका ऑब्जेक्टिव क्या है कि स्ट्रेटेजिक मैनेजमेंट में आप कितना लेंगे सो दैट यू कैन अचीव योर गोल, जो कि आपने सोचा है कि इस बारी में 24 में आपका क्लियर हो जाए. उसके लिए आपको उस परसेंटेज में कितना एसएम में स्कोर करेंगे, कितना एफएम में करेंगे या कितना किसी और सब्जेक्ट में करेंगे. विद दिस ये कुछ टेक्निकल क्वेरीज थी जो आती रहती हैं. मेरे पास ऑन डिफरेंट प्लेटफॉर्म्स। उसके बाद अगर कुछ क्वेरीज हैं बच्चों आपकी, इफ यू हैव एनी डाउट्स, एनी क्वेरीज टिल दैट, टिल this time, please feel free to. Few of the students are writing how to get proper marks to all. Ma'am, how to prepare, how to proper, what do you want to say? If anybody have any query, आप प्लीज अनम्यूट होके अपनी क्वेरी बोलिए, अदरवाइज हम कुछ एमसीक्यूज करते हैं सो दैट वी कैन इवेल्युएट दैट हाउ मच इज योर प्रिपरेशन. मैम, हाउ टू प्रिपेयर फॉर रैंक? ओ दैट्स गुड, दैट्स गुड. अभी तक स्टूडेंट्स ये पूछते थे हाउ टू प्रिपेयर फॉर स्कोर गुड मार्क्स, फॉर पास, बट दिस इज द स्टूडेंट्स. सुधांशु तनेजा, no, not Sudhanshu, who has posted this query? कृतिका तिवारी, वेरी गुड. मैं इम्प्रेस हूं इस क्वेश्चन से ही कि किसी बच्चे ने ये तो पूछा कि रैंक स्कोर करने के लिए क्या करना है. अदरवाइज जनरली बच्चे यही पूछते हैं हम पास कैसे हो. आई एम वेरी हैप्पी बच्चा कि आपने ही पूछा. अगेन स्ट्रैटेजी मैटर्स. हाउ टू प्रिपेयर फॉर रैंक? You have to strategize your all the strengths, weakness, opportunities and threats. Right? आपको ये देखना है. अगर हम बात कर रहे हैं, अगर आप स्पेसिफिकली मुझसे इस पेपर के बारे में पूछ रहे हैं या पूरा कैसे करना है उसके बारे में पूछ रहे हैं कृतिका?
ओवरऑल मैम.
ओवरऑल बेटा, अगर आप पूरा पूछ रहे हैं तो आपको ऑफ कोर्स अपनी देखनी है कि आपको, आप स्वॉट एनालिसिस लगा लो अपने ऊपर. Implement SWOT analysis on yourself. What is your strength?
मैम मेरे मतलब प्रैक्टिकल में मुझे अकाउंट्स मेरे बहुत अच्छी है. थ्योरी थ्योरी मेरी बहुत ज्यादा अच्छी है कि मतलब थ्योरी में लिख लेती हूँ. लॉ भी मेरा अच्छा है, कॉस्टिंग अच्छा है, ऑडिटिंग भी मेरा ओके ओके. एफएम मुझे अच्छा लगता है, एसएम भी अच्छा लगता है. बस मेरा टैक्स में भी इनकम टैक्स थोड़ा मेरा वीक है.
Okay.
जीएसटी भी मेरा
Okay.
बहुत अच्छा है.
Don't worry. We should not say that weak है. ठीक है? We should say कि we have to redo और rework on it. है ना? हमें ये बोलना चाहिए कि हमें उस पर एक्स्ट्रा एफर्ट्स की जरूरत है. I am efficient in all these papers. In theoretical papers, I am good in writing. I can understand the things much better, but I am little bit less in numbers. You want to say that ना?
यस मैम. मतलब
है ना?
जैसे बाकी
तो डोंट
प्रैक्टिकल
वरी,
भी मुझसे हो
डोंट
जाते
वरी.
हैं.
हर किसी की अपनी स्ट्रेंथ है, अपनी वीकनेसेस है. राइट? तो आपकी स्ट्रेंथ हो गई, जो पेपर आप बोल रहे हैं वो आपकी स्ट्रेंथ हो गई. राइट? और आपने अपनी वीकनेस भी बता दी कि नंबर्स में आप वीक हैं थोड़ा, टैक्सेशन वगैरह के अंदर. राइट? तो अभी आपको क्या करना है? हमें सीए कोर्स तो रैंक तो लेनी ही है ना. रैंक लेने के लिए आपको जो आपकी वीकनेसेस हैं उन पे आपको काम करना पड़ेगा, और आपको कुछ ऐसे एवेन्यूज ढूंढने पड़ेंगे, कुछ अपॉर्चुनिटीज देखनी पड़ेगी. लाइक जैसे सिर्फ जो आपकी स्ट्रेंथ है उसमें सिर्फ आपको ये नहीं है कि पासिंग मार्क्स लेने. ठीक है? फिर आपको किस तरह से अपनी स्ट्रेटेजी प्लान करेंगे आप? जो आपकी स्ट्रेंथ है उन पे आपको स्कोर अच्छा करना है. आपको 100 में से 80 आना चाहिए उसमें. इस तरह से सोचेंगे. आप अपनी स्ट्रेंथ पे तो जल्दी काम कर सकते हैं ना, बट
यस
जो
मैम.
आपकी वीकनेसेस हैं उनके लिए आपको ये सोचना है कि जो आपको जहां तक आप जा सकते हैं वहां तक कोशिश करिए, बट जो आपके हाथ में है, इन हैंड है, जो चीजें आपकी बेस्ट हैं उनमें आप और बेटर द बेस्ट हमें चलना है. ठीक है?
ओके मैम.
है ना? और लाइक, और आपको डर किस चीज से, थ्रेट क्या है आपका?
मैम मुझे डर तो मतलब एमसीक्यू से थोड़ा लगता है टैक्स के पेपर में,
है ना?
कि
अब
डिस्क्रिप्टिव
जो
भी एक बार का मतलब थोड़ा बहुत खींच के कहीं ना कहीं तक आंसर गलत हो जाए तो मतलब कुछ स्टेप मार्किंग के हिसाब से मिल भी
ठीक
जाए,
है,
लेकिन
जो
एमसीक्यू
थ्रेट है
तो.
उस पे आपको काम करने की जरूरत है. आपको वो डर निकालना है, आपको एमसीक्यूज की और प्रैक्टिस करनी
यस मैम।
है ना? तो आपको उसी तरह से अपनी पढ़ाई करनी है। मैं यही बताना चाह रही हूँ, मेरा इस सेशन में ना बच्चों को समझाने का एक ही पर्पस है कि जो स्ट्रेटेजिक मैनेजमेंट है ना, वो टोटली इम्प्लीमेंटेशन बेस्ड है आपकी डे टू डे लाइफ के ऊपर। आप कोई भी कॉन्सेप्ट को इम्प्लीमेंट करके देखिए, इसके बड़ा मजा आएगा इसको पढ़ने में आपको।
ओके मैम।
ठीक है, गुड
थैंक यू।
कृतिका, आई एम हैप्पी विद दिस कि आपने ये पूछा कि मुझे रैंक लेना है। गुड गुड।
थैंक यू मैम।
एंड आई होप सो एंड आई विश कि जितने भी बच्चे यहाँ पे हैं या जो नहीं भी ज्वाइन कर सके, हम तो यही चाहेंगे कि हर बच्चा मैक्सिमम स्कोर करे और अच्छे से अच्छा लाइफ में ग्रो करे। थैंक यू।
थैंक यू
चलो
मैम।
अब कुछ एमसीक्यूज कर लें, just to check, just to see that how much we are prepared for the examination. Okay, can we start?
यस मैम।
Good. अच्छा, एक क्वेश्चन आया था मेरे पास yesterday itself. I got this question from a question. No, I can't say question. Query from a student. तो I thought that why this child has sent this query to me. उसने ये क्वेश्चन मुझे भेजा पोर्टल से, and he asked me, madam, how to solve this question, what to do in this question. So I was just thinking of that why the student was not able to understand that what is in this question. तो मैंने सोचा चलो आज ही सेशन है तो सभी बच्चों को क्लियर कर देते हैं, किसी एक ने ये डाउट लिया है तो ठीक है। तो हम वो करते हैं, देखते हैं कि आप लोग how many students are there, what whosoever are there present, please give me and participate to make this session more wonderful and interesting, right? See, this question is on your screens. Tea Limited is a Delhi-based supermarket which has grown from a position where 30 years ago it has revenue of around 50 crore rupees per annum to a position today where revenue exceeds 5,000 crores per annum and the profit exceeds 1,000 crores per annum. बहुत अच्छा हो गया ये तो। It has achieved this growth through a combination of strategies, many of which can be plotted onto the Ansoff's matrix. चलो अब Ansoff's matrix बनाओ सब लोग अपने, और मुझे बताओ इस क्वेश्चन में करना क्या है। अब मतलब मुझे खुद ये लगा कि बच्चे ने क्यों पूछा ये क्वेश्चन, तो मैंने इसलिए आप लोगों से पूछ लिया कि भाई देखिए जरा, क्या उसी बच्चे को ये डाउट है या आप लोगों को सबको है। ओके, दे रहे हैं स्टूडेंट्स, दीजिए दीजिए अपने अपने आंसर्स, फिर मैं एक्सप्लेनेशन भी पूछूंगी इसमें। why you have given this, why you have chosen this answer. First of all, what you have to do in it, you have to prepare a matrix on it. सबसे पहले Ansoff's matrix बनाइए आप लोग इस पे। कर लिया? Prepare Ansoff's matrix इस क्वेश्चन में। सी ओके कृतिका, वेरी गुड वेरी गुड। व्हाट अबाउट अदर्स? देखो आपको मैट्रिक्स डेवलप करना है फटाफट से, जैसे ही इस तरह का क्वेश्चन आए। एग्जिस्टिंग प्रोडक्ट्स, न्यू प्रोडक्ट्स, ठीक है, एग्जिस्टिंग मार्केट, न्यू मार्केट। somebody has written something. हाँ, good good. C, who has given this? वेरी गुड, वेरी गुड.
The
ठीक है,
answer is
उसके
C.
बाद
C is the answer, ma'am.
yeah, C is the answer. Ashwin, you are absolutely correct. Right? Here it is market development.
Ma'am, it's market penetration, ma'am.
Yeah, market development, product development, ये हो गया यहाँ पे डाइवर्सिफिकेशन, और ये हो गया यहाँ पे सॉरी मार्केट
Market
पेनिट्रेशन.
मैम ऊपर
मार्केट
market
market
आएगा
This one is
penetration.
और
market
मार्केट
penetration.
डेवलपमेंट यहाँ आएगा.
yes
राइट?
मैम.
तो
Market
आपको क्या
penetration.
करना था इसमें? आपको ये देखना है कि सी एक्सपेंशन इनटू क्लोथिंग एंड क्रिटिकल सेल्स, ये कहाँ पे फॉल कर रहा है? कौन सा प्रोडक्ट है?
मैम ये
New
वो है
product,
क्या
ma'am.
बोलते हैं
सी.
सी
राइट? उसके बाद है
प्रोडक्ट
आपका
डेवलपमेंट
24 आवर्स ओपनिंग. 24
मार्केट
आवर्स ओपनिंग क्या
पेनिट्रेशन
है आपका?
Market
मार्केट
development.
पेनिट्रेशन
हाँ, मार्केट पेनिट्रेशन. देन selling its products on internet.
मार्केट डेवलपमेंट
Diversification. Very good.
डाइवर्सिफिकेशन
And the last is overseas expansion.
मार्केट डेवलपमेंट.
बहुत बढ़िया. तो ये क्वेश्चन इस तरह से करना था. आई डोंट नो व्हाई द स्टूडेंट हैज आस्क्ड दिस. आई थिंक he was not able to understand this, how he has to prepare the matrix. इससे पता चलता है कि उस बच्चे ने मैट्रिक्स नहीं पढ़ा होगा, क्योंकि अगर उसने मैट्रिक्स पढ़ा होता तो मैंने क्वेश्चन में इटसेल्फ ही मैट्रिक्स दे रखा है आपको. राइट? गुड. तो आप लोगों की तो सबकी प्रिपरेशन बहुत अच्छी है. नोबडी हैज गिवन रॉन्ग आंसर, एवरीबडी हैज गिवन द करेक्ट आंसर. वेरी गुड. कीप इट अप. So we will start our MCQs. See, the question is on your screens. Please read it. In his pursuit to expand the family business to Dubai, Dharamveer Singh, the successor of the renowned architect, late Shri Lala Rampal Singh, faced a dilemma. Despite receiving positive feedback from various potential investors, a common thread emerged where the emphasis was primarily on swift construction, neglecting the importance of structural longevity. Dharma finds himself at a crossroads. What strategic approach would assist him in formulating a robust and coherent business roadmap that aligns with his vision for sustainable growth? Which is this strategic intent? Vision, mission, goals and objectives, या value system? Post your answers. And those who have done, raise your hands. Those who are able to understand the answer, those who wants to tell me the correct answer, please raise your hands. नहीं समझ में आया? Take your time. अनम्यूट करिए जिसको आंसर पता है.
Hello.
Yes, yes.
Ma'am, I think the answer is A, vision.
अश्विन बताइए.
The answer is A, ma'am, vision.
A, vision. Okay.
Yes. And the reason is the trend is on fast construction, whereas Mr. We see he is focused on stable constructions. But he has to survive in the business for a long period of time.
Okay.
And for that purpose, vision lays the roadmap for a business to survive in longevity. And it's also focused on the future.
Okay.
So I think the
Okay.
answer is vision.
Okay. Who else wants to say? Anybody who wants to participate? Okay, if you Divya is saying answer is B, mission. Komal is saying it's C. Kesarala is saying A. Then he is saying B. You all are in soup because answer is value system. Despite, see the line is, despite receiving positive feedback from various potential investors, a common trend emerged where the emphasis was primarily on swift construction, neglecting the importance of structural longevity. They have neglected the importance of structure, and Dharma finds himself at a crossroads. Confusion में आ गया. What strategic approach could assist him in formulating a robust and coherent business roadmap? वो कब होगा? अगर आपकी वैल्यूज ही नहीं होंगी, वैल्यू सिस्टम अच्छा नहीं होएगा, तो लोग लंबे समय तक आपके साथ नहीं जुड़ेंगे. आपकी वैल्यूज, आपकी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन की वैल्यूज, उसका वैल्यू सिस्टम, एम्प्लॉयज के एम्प्लॉयज कह रही हूँ, कस्टमर्स के बारे में सोचना, सभी जितने भी स्टेक होल्डर्स हैं उनके बारे में सोच के, कंट्री के बारे में सोचना, नेचर के बारे में सोच के डिसीजन लेना, दैट ऑल इंक्लूडेड इन वैल्यू सिस्टम. भाई nobody has given me the correct answer. चलिए कोई बात नहीं. Don't disheartened with one question. We can move ahead. We have lot of questions for practice. See, next question is on your screens. A Limited has recently decided to install a new IT system to improve the efficiency of its payroll function. A Limited believes this will reduce the cost of running the payroll system by 20%. Which one of the following levels of strategy is the above IT system most likely closely linked to?
And the answer is B, functional level.
Very good.
मैम
Very
बी फंक्शनल
spontaneous.
लेवल.
बहुत अच्छा. ये तो बहुत सही भी दिया आप लोगों ने जवाब, और फटाफट भी दिया, बट फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन समझ नहीं आया. चलो आगे बढ़ते हैं. An organization during its strategy planning envisaged entire situation and created a strategy framework. But in meantime, after implementation, it realized that its framework is not effective in certain unique unplanned situations. What could be the reason for such ineffectiveness? बहुत easy है. Yes, Ashwin. बोलो.
A, ma'am.
Very good. Strategy is partly proactive
A.
and partly reactive. It is
Reactive.
inherent in the question. The answer is already inbuilt in the question
Yes.
itself. One can easily make out. Why others are not responding? Divya, Mohammed, और कौन है? प्रांश, श्वेता, कहाँ पे हैं भाई आप लोग? राधिका, why you people are not responding?
मैम दूसरे हमसे पहले आंसर दे रहे हैं.
कोई बात नहीं. So what? आपको क्लियर है ना कॉन्सेप्ट? अगर आपको
Yes,
कहीं
ma'am.
क्लियर नहीं हो कॉन्सेप्ट तो यू कैन आस्क मी, राइट?
मैम क्लियर है मैम.
ठीक है.
Yes, ma'am, clear.
वेरी गुड, वेरी गुड. अभी बोले हैं, अभी लोगों की आवाज सुनने में आ रही है, ऐसे लग रहा था जैसे सो गए हैं सब. चलो, मैं नेटवर्क इशू भी आ गया किसी को, कोई बात नहीं, ठीक हो जाएगा. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज मैकडोनल्ड्स. ये तो सबका फेवरेट होता है ना इस एज में. इट इज वेरी फेवरेट फॉर ऑल मैकडीज. McDonald's is deciding whether to expand into manufacturing kitchen equipment in China.
मैम बी
what?
कॉर्पोरेट लेवल.
भाई बहुत अच्छा. जो क्वेश्चंस करे हुए हैं वो, अरे में कुछ ऐसा डाल दिया जो आपके पास नहीं है तो नहीं जवाब. चलो अच्छी बात है. ये भी बता देंगे. बताइए जल्दी से. Mr. Prakash and Mr. Pal are partners in a thriving business venture. Do you know who is Mr. Prakash and Mr. Pal? They are our colleagues in my office itself. So that's why I put the name of both of them. Recently, they have become aware of their employees' dissatisfaction with their working conditions. Mr. Prakash believes that the situation should be dealt with before the employees explode. While Mr. Pal, on the other hand, believes that if the employee have an outburst, then they will handle it. Mr. Prakash
C,
and Mr.
ma'am,
Pal.
proactive.
Few of them are writing
Proactive,
B.
proactive
B
and
is correct.
reactive,
D,
ma'am.
D. Okay.
Proactive and reactive, ma'am.
Kritika is
D.
writing. What else? What about others?
D, ma'am, proactive and reactive.
अच्छा जी, चलो जी, सब लोग कृतिका से सहमत हैं, आगे बढ़ा जाए. वेरी गुड. Next is, during which stage of product life cycle will marketing strategies need to concentrate on differentiating a product from competing products, building brand loyalty, and offering incentives to attract competitors, customers to switch? माइंड में इमीडिएटली पीएलसी बन जाना चाहिए. बताइए. ओके, कृतिका इज राइटिंग डी, इंट्रोडक्शन.
It's on decline. A.
ओके, अब कॉन्फ्लिक्ट आ गया. दो लोग, दो थॉट्स. दोनों को अपना रीजन बताना पड़ेगा. अश्विन, आप बताओ, आपने डिक्लाइन क्यों बोला?
And the reason is when the product reaches maturity, after that the product will fall. At that time, if you have to make the most revenue out of it, we will have to go with differentiating the product and building brand loyalty. So in that case, even if we don't do anything, if we have the brand loyalty, we can still make money from those products. In introductory stage, the competition is more. Then in growth stage, the product will be growing, so we don't have to see things about differentiating or building brand loyalty. But after maturity, when the product is falling, at that time, these factors will help the product stay in the market for a little bit longer time.
ओके. कृतिका, कृतिका.
हाँ, मैंने तो आंसर टाइप ही नहीं किया था, आपके पास कैसे आया?
आपने तो डी लिखा है.
मैम, मैंने तो अभी तक कुछ टाइप भी नहीं किया था.
नहीं, अच्छा चलो, ये बताओ आपका आंसर क्या है?
मैम, इट्स मैच्योरिटी.
इट्स मैच्योरिटी. चलो, आप रीजन बताओ. अश्विन ने तो अपना रीजन बताया. आप डू यू नॉट विद अश्विन?
नो मैम, देखिए ना यहाँ
ओके,
पे
चलो आप पहले अपना रीजन बताओ, व्हाई मैच्योरिटी.
मैम, मैच्योरिटी इसलिए क्योंकि देखो यहाँ पे प्रोडक्ट लाइफ साइकिल के बारे में अपने को पूछा है. तो अपने को कब मतलब अपनी ब्रांड लॉयल्टी के बारे में जानना चाहिए. अगर अपना मतलब सेल अपनी ऑलरेडी डिक्लाइनिंग में जाने वाली है, उसके बाद उस टाइम अपने को मालूम चलेगा कि कौन अपने लिए ब्रांड लॉयल के अंदर है, और उस टाइम अपने को पता करना चाहिए. क्योंकि अगर डिक्लाइन ही हो जाएगा तो उसके बाद अपन क्यों कोई चीज को इंसेंटिव ऑफर करके अपन बाकी चीजों को ऑफर करेंगे. अपने को जब मैच्योरिटी में अपने को मालूम चल गया या इट्स एट पीक, स्टेबिलिटी अपनी ऑलरेडी हो चुकी है, उस टाइम पे अपने को और कुछ करने का मतलब नहीं हो रहा है एट दैट टाइम में.
ओके, चलो. और कोई जिनका आंसर इन दोनों से अलग है? बाकी लोग भी बोलिए भाई. मैच्योरिटी इज द करेक्ट आंसर. अश्विन, जो आप बात कर रहे थे, यू आर टॉकिंग अबाउट डिक्लाइन. डिक्लाइनिंग स्टेज में सब कुछ डाउनफॉल में आता है, राइट? वहां से आप टर्न अराउंड नहीं ले सकते. बट मेच्योरिटी की स्टेज में आप उस लेवल पे आ चुके हैं जहां पे अगर आप एफर्ट्स लगा के आपको लगता है कि हम प्रोडक्ट लाइन वगैरह या कुछ चेंज कर सकते हैं, तो आप टर्न अराउंड स्ट्रेटेजी का इम्प्लीमेंटेशन कर सकते हैं. बट डिक्लाइन के बाद आपके पास लिक्विडेशन और डाइवेस्चर जैसी ही स्ट्रेटेजीज रह जाती हैं. नेक्स्ट इज, वाईमार्ट सुपरमार्केट is planning for the next 5 years. Which of the following economic influences should it consider? बहुत सिंपल है. बताइए कौन कौन से कंसीडर कर सकते हैं इकोनॉमिक इन्फ्लुएंसेस? बोलिए. अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट रेट, internet ordering, animal welfare, consumer legislation, population size, interest rate. कौन कौन से इकोनॉमिक इन्फ्लुएंसर्स हैं? ये तो आप लोगों ने फाउंडेशन में भी पढ़ा होगा। ये क्या कर रहे हो आप? अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट रेट और इंटरेस्ट रेट, यही इकोनॉमिक है। बाकी तो सब ये टेक्निकल हो गया, इंटरनेट, ये आपका सोशल हो गया, ये लेजिस्लेशन में चला गया, पॉपुलेशन साइज आपका डेमोक्रेटिक हो गया, डेमोग्राफिक। ठीक है। नेक्स्ट इज कनिका, नोन एज देसी टेलर स्विफ्ट, launched the lipstick brand color among intense global and domestic competition. Despite a lack of groundwork, her substantial 45 million social media following gained significant attention. Which aspect of Michael Porter's force multiplier is working in favor of color? Post your answers fast. Threat of new entrants. Then time is going on. Okay. Raju started a samosa stall in a local market, and the existing momos and belpuri stall owners started creating problem for him. This is a classic example of threat of
B. Nature of rivalry in industry.
No, it's a threat of new entrants, na?
बट मैम ऑलरेडी उसके अंदर एग्जिस्ट कर रहे हैं ना उस मार्केट के अंदर तो।
Raju started a samosa stall in a local market. He started it in a local market, and the existing momos and belpuri stall owners started creating problems for him. क्योंकि नए के आने से उनको ये डर हो गया, दे आर अफ्रेड ऑफ कि भी उनका सेल जो है कम होगा।
ओके,
राइट।
Yeah.
Next is, imagine you are tasked with analyzing the competitive landscape for a new product launch. Imagine yourself that you are a strategic manager और आपको एक competitive landscape ready करना है new product launch के लिए. In this context, which of the following factors is not relevant to understanding the competitive landscape? Identifying the competitor, determining the strength of competitors, determining the weakness of competitors, understanding the customers.
अंडरस्टैंडिंग द
Yes,
कस्टमर।
understanding the competitors हो सकता है, but understanding the customers
customers
नहीं होएगा competitive landscape बनाते हैं.
लैंडस्केप है सर।
Yes.
Very good.
B, ma'am.
Next is, ABC is a marketing consultancy business. ABC's most recent corporate analysis has identified that 3 new businesses have recently entered its market and started aggressively targeting ABC's key clients. As part of ABC's corporate analysis, these 3 new businesses would be a
Threat.
B.
what
Threat.
analysis लगाओ?
Threat, ma'am.
Threat. Okay.
Yes.
Is it all are with threat? Next
Yes.
is Firstcopter, a manufacturer of private helicopter, offers unique features that fulfill the demands of a narrow market. पहली लाइन से ही आंसर पता चल रहा है इसका. It competes in market based on its uniqueness and custom-oriented private helicopters. Provide limit number of high-end helicopters. Tell me the business strategy.
फोकस डिफरेंशिएशन।
बहुत
D,
बढ़िया.
ma'am. D, focus
हाँ,
differentiation.
बिल्कुल correct. Next is Tontum, a sneaker brand, wanted to understand their competitive landscape and thus were looking for the weakest competitors to buy them and thereby decrease competition. Which of the following will be most helpful for them to begin with their plans? ये बताओ.
A,
बताओ.
ma'am. Merger and acquisition
Mergers and
planning.
acquisition.
How?
ma'am.
How? ध्यान से सोचो. Think once before giving the answers.
Ma'am, it's strategic group mapping.
Yes, very good. Absolutely
ma'am.
right,
Yes.
Ashwin. Strategic group mapping है क्या?
It allows us to identify the weakest competitors.
Absolutely correct. A renowned coffee chain offers a loyalty program where customers earn points for every purchase, which can be redeemed for free drinks or snacks. This market technique is known as fast, fast, quick. Simple है एकदम.
Synchro, ma'am. I don't know if it's right.
Relationship marketing. ये
Ma'am.
तो आप लोगों को मिलता होगा ना?
Ma'am, ये question it was asked 2 attempts before that.
ये question.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
ये question ये पूछा गया था. It was a part of case scenario analysis.
अच्छा अच्छा, it may be, it may be. 20 operates in the software industry and enjoys a strong position in the market. They have identified an opportunity to acquire a smaller company to expand their product offerings. Which quadrants of Mandlow's matrix would the CEO of a smaller company fall into? ये आगे आपको Mandlow's matrix का question.
Key player.
Very good. Next is Baba Private Limited has 17 factories, 9 of which they recently gave to other producers on lease. This has increased their cash inflows to a great extent and they are enjoying this surplus by investing the same in financial assets. Such a strategy can be termed as which of the following? Divest, harvest, hold, build. BCG का क्वेश्चन है.
हार्वेस्ट शायद, मतलब
शायद क्यों?
Harvest.
मैम हार्वेस्ट मतलब उसी में कैश फ्लो उसका इंक्रीज होता है क्योंकि.
Correct. Next is Spark Private Limited, an automobile seat manufacturing company, has been witnessing superior growth compared to its competitors due to management's greater emphasis on quality of production. In the previous board meeting, the management has decided to expand the existing business. The CEO will be traveling to Southeast Asia and Africa for identifying new geographical places and new product dimensions and will try to establish new distribution channels to attract new customer abroad. Ansoff's product matrix के हिसाब से बताओ, मैट्रिक्स बनाओ फटाफट और बताइए आंसर.
Market development.
बहुत अच्छा.
सी मार्केट डेवलपमेंट.
नेक्स्ट बीसीजी का है. आई थिंक आप लोग कर लेंगे. जल्दी से बोलिए आंसर रीड करके. बताइए.
मैम ए स्टार.
स्टार.
हाँ.
चलिए. The business news anchor said that Chillflix dead business is worth more than alive. What did she hint at? Dead business is worth more than alive.
Liquidation strategy, ma'am.
लिक्विडेशन.
हाँ ठीक
It's
है.
liquidation.
ठीक है, बिल्कुल ठीक. अगला चलिए. स्टाइलिश फैब्रिक लिमिटेड, ये भी आप लोग कर ही लेंगे. सिंपल है बहुत. रीड करिए, देखिए. बताइए.
B, forward integration.
Forward integration. Okay. Who else wants to say anything? चलिए आगे. What organization structure is best suited for House of Jani's strategic need for dynamic allocation of resources, ensuring each project and department is mentored, monitored, and maximized via multiple leaders? Multiple leaders. Which structure it is?
ए मैम.
बी
Matrix.
मैट्रिक्स.
Matrix.
अच्छा ये बताइए, मैकेंजी मॉडल का क्वेश्चन है ये. In 1960s, a group of friends began trading coal blocks in Maharashtra despite the hazardous transportation process leading to injuries and fatalities among laborers. The French prioritized safety and efficiency as their business expanded. By the 70s, they traveled to Germany to procure industrial safety hand gloves and masks for their laborers and optimize the logistics to minimize human exposure to hazards. In terms of the McKenzie's 7S model, which element have the friends effectively combined? जल्दी कर बताइए. नहीं पढ़ा. Please respond.
Systems and shared values.
Okay.
System and
बोलिए बोलिए.
C, system and shared values.
Right. Next is Aditya Swarup is the head of operations of Bindal and Sons Private Limited. He is focusing on total or aggregate management functions in the sense of embracing the integrated activities of a complete department. बताइए इसका आंसर. Management control. Last but not least, after an earnest attempt to bring in a strategic change in our organization, you, the operational head of particular limited, succeeded, but still your organization could not achieve the desired competitive position in the market. Out of the following, what could be the reason? Strategy formulation, model, implementation and decision. Implementation. इसलिए बोलते हैं स्ट्रैटेजी सिर्फ फॉर्मुलेट करना ही इंपॉर्टेंट नहीं है, इम्प्लीमेंटेशन भी, एग्जीक्यूशन भी करेक्ट होना बहुत जरूरी है. लास्ट MCQ on your screens. Anshul joined a telecom company after his MBA and started working as market research analyst. His job included analyzing industry factors like competitors, suppliers, and substitutes. Which of the strategic control is he working on? बोलिए.
A, ma'am.
A, strategic surveillance.
क्यों?
मैम D, benchmarking.
रीजंस बताओ भाई, क्योंकि आंसर गलत है आप लोगों का.
सर बेंचमार्किंग नहीं होगा क्योंकि बेंचमार्किंग
Premise
तो
control.
कंपेयर करेंगे.
प्रीमाइस कंट्रोल रहेगा ना.
ओके मैम. मैम कैसे प्रीमाइस कंट्रोल कैसे
प्रीमाइस
होगा?
कंट्रोल क्या होता है? Anshul joined a telecom company after his MBA and started working as market research analyst. His job included analyzing industry factors like competitors, suppliers, and substitutes. कहाँ पे देखेंगे हम ये सब? फर्स्ट स्टेप में.
यस मैम, प्रीमाइस कंट्रोल.
हाँ.
यस मैम.
मैम ओके.
चलो. The price of success, always remember students, the price of success is hard work, dedication to the job at hand, and the determination that whether we win or lose, we have applied the best of ourselves to the task at hand. Meaning समझ गए ना? आपको अपना 100% देना है. Hard work is very very important to succeed in the examination. डेडिकेशन चाहिए, टाइम मैनेजमेंट चाहिए, डिटर्मिनेशन चाहिए. चाहे आप क्लियर करें या नहीं करें, बट ये सारी चीजें आपको हमेशा चाहिए. और अगर आप ये सारी चीजें कर रहे हैं ना, तो डेफिनेटली यू विल विन. आप लोगों की कोई क्वेरी है अगले सेशन में? विद दिस आई एम समिंग अप दिस सेशन एंड इन द नेक्स्ट सेशन of strategic management, I will try to cover all the examination related tips in that session. Right? कि किस तरह का पैटर्न होगा, क्या हमें कैसे क्वेश्चंस अटेम्प्ट करने हैं, जो जनरली स्टूडेंट्स पूछते हैं, जो क्वेरीज, कि हाउ टू राइट द हाउ टू राइट इन द एग्जामिनेशन, क्या स्ट्रेटेजी हमें फॉलो करनी चाहिए, कैसे करना है, कौन से क्वेश्चंस, किस तरह से जो है हमारा ब्रेकअप है पेपर का। वैसे तो आपको मॉक टेस्ट से यू मस्ट बी अवेयर अबाउट ऑल दीज थिंग्स, बट स्टिल I'll brush up all the things in my next session related to this. Till that time, if you feel कि कुछ डिस्कस करना है हमें नेक्स्ट सेशन में, या कुछ आपका क्वेरी है which you want to discuss in next session, you are always welcome to write me on ruchi.gupta@ici.in. I will be more than happy if you will provide me any kind of insights that, ma'am, please take this session, and in this session you can take this or this. And if you have any personal query or कोई भी technical आपको SM की query कोई भी लगती है और personally आप address चाहते हैं उसका, तो you can always write me and call me on 3045-907.
मैम कोई एक क्वेश्चन आप डिस्कस करेंगे तो थोड़ा हेल्पफुल रहेगा।
हाँ मैम, सर MTP या
क्या चीज
RTP
बचा
का,
क्या?
मैम कोई MTP या RTP का क्वेश्चन डिस्कस करेंगे तो बहुत
हाँ
हेल्प हो
हाँ,
जाएगी।
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल, आप बताइए क्या चाहते हैं आप, whatever you would like.
कोई
डिस्कस
हाँ हाँ मैम बता देंगे देख के कौन सा MTP का क्वेश्चन
ठीक है,
डिफिकल्ट
हाँ,
है।
whatever you feel, whatever you feel,
ओके मैम,
I am here for you people. All BoS activities are for students. Okay? So whatever you feel कि भाई आप लोगों को हम जिस भी तरह से हेल्प कर सकते हैं, गाइड कर सकते हैं, असिस्ट कर सकते हैं, I feel proud and privileged for that.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, beta. Anybody have any query?
थैंक यू मैम।
Close the session.
ओके मैम। मैम व्हेन विल बी द नेक्स्ट सेशन?
बेटा वो आपको शॉर्टली बता दिया जाएगा और आपको वेबसाइट पे जो है उसका शेड्यूल आ जाएगा।
ओके मैम,
ठीक है,
थैंक यू मैम।
ओके, थैंक यू
थैंक यू
एवरीवन,
मैम।
थैंक यू फॉर लिसनिंग मी वेरी
थैंक यू मैम।
पेशेंटली, एंड आई एम हैप्पी कि इतने अच्छे स्टूडेंट्स मुझे इस सेशन में मिले। आप लोगों ने बहुत अच्छे से कोऑपरेट करा, एंड आई एम वेरी थैंकफुल
थैंक
फॉर
यू मैम।
ऑल माय
Thank you,
स्टूडेंट्स।
ma'am.
Thank you very much.
थैंक यू मैम।
I wish you all
थैंक
the
यू
best
मैम।
for your future.